So just call the Parks meeting. Oh. Call the Parks meeting to order for July 21st. First order of business is approval of the June minutes. Chair will entertain a motion to do so.
So moved.
Support. Any additions, corrections, or deletions to those minutes? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, motion carries. Next item would be financials.
You will find the finance documents in your packet, starting with the Parks Capital Fund Division. You will see that you have two projects open, one incurring expenses. The balance for future projects is just over $111,000. On your operational division, again, you will see that we are definitely in full swing with parks as we have wages and things of that nature hitting this. And your cash balance is just under 106,000. If you have any questions, I will attempt to answer them.
Questions for Shannon? We're down to parks updates. Parks monthly report.
We got a couple highlights here. At Bicentennial, TLC hosted a pretty large workplace event. They were very good guests. They kept the park nice and clean when we got back. Could hardly tell they were there. At Gerber, the musical project is complete. In the next section, there'll be more information on that. And then we have the north side of the new electrical project run, and we're waiting on the south side. Those are the main points.
Okay. Gerber musical playground.
Yep.
Well, we back up to Parks and the report.
Okay.
Maybe you'd like to explain. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Maybe we should explain the bicentennial request that we had and what we told them so that we're all aware of it.
You're referring to the soccer?
Yeah, the soccer.
Yes, we had a request from an organization from Onstead to use our park for some youth soccer. They have completed a formal request that I believe will probably be at our next parks meeting. I have some concerns about the request, and just, I guess, Jim wanted to put it on our, Commissioner Van Dorn wanted to put it on our radar so that we'd be prepared for it to talk about it next month. But they have laid everything out in email form as we requested, and we'll be discussing that in further detail next month. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Part of the request was to have the park open early for a spring season, which, since we're talking about it, the park is definitely not in any, grounds wise, is not in any condition to be used early in the year like that. Retains water farther into the season. They've also requested the park to be open past our close date as part of their group's schedule. So just to kind of put that on your agenda for next month.
Thank you.
Yes, Dan.
I would say that Bicentennial Park was originally opened for soccer. And we had invited soccer teams from the county and from Ann Arbor. And so there's a long history of using it for soccer. So I don't think they're out of line. And I don't see any reason why we can't open the park early and close it late so it can be used. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
So those are your points, Dan. We understand we'll be discussing it next month, and it'll be currently when Rob got a hold of myself. Okay, we told Rob he, you know, the answer was correct because that's the way the policy has been. Part of the problem is that if you have reservations for a wedding or some picnic and somebody's doing it and all of a sudden you've got the Onstead people coming in and using the soccer fields, you know, you have a little conflict there. So and the amount of time that they were going to take to use this and utilize it. So it's on the radar to think about until next month, and it'll come up next month and we'll have a discussion. And if we should decide to change what our policy has been in the past, then we can do it then. Thank you.
Other discussion? Both are good points, so we'll just mull it over and talk about it again next month.
Yep.
Updates and other business, but I guess I got checked off Gerber Musical Playground. And then Jim told me I hadn't finished Parks Monthly Report. So now we're gonna go back to Gerber's Musical Playground.
Yes, so as you can see, I've included pictures of the musical instruments that were installed. There's 7 of them in total. And they did a really good job. Obviously, as you can see, the ground was pretty disturbed, so we're gonna have to work on reseeding that in the fall. But otherwise, yeah, it came out pretty good.
You tested them?
Yes, they were. They do work.
Yeah, yes, Jim.
I think they did a great job and it's a great addition to that park.
Yeah, I think as people begin to use it and play with it, then it'll get more popular again.
Yeah.
We've got a lady with us today that's pretty near totally responsible for that. And so as we celebrate it, next month we'll have a picnic. And hopefully you'll be able to come to the picnic. And we'll all be able to see it. I think that's where we're going to hold it, right? Okay. Yes, Shannon.
If you recall, we also have been working with Great Start Collaborative for a story walk project. Actually, Building and Grounds and myself will meet with Great Start this Friday to further discuss how those are going in. We do plan to incorporate them with the musical equipment, so children will be able to walk and play with the instruments, then move and read a story, then play with the instruments, then read a story. We're hoping, it sounds like it's rather quick and easy to install the posts and things of that nature that hold the books. And so we're hoping to have that completed prior to our picnic so that we can have the larger project fully completed for families, young people and families to see at the park.
Okay,
Right.
very good. Any other discussion? Okay, we've got updates and other business, copy of Blissfield Park plan.
There is no action for this. The county administrator's office received Blissfield's parks plan. It's currently out for public review with their hearing coming later, I think next month. So we just included it in the packet so that you could see what Blissfield is doing with their parks plan.
Okay,
Question.
Jim.
Will that be then incorporated into our county parks plan, or does it become part of our county park plan or an appendix to the county parks plan? No.
It does not. Our parks plan is for the county specific parks. And then the municipalities may have one of their own, which again, they too can utilize for the same purposes we do, grants and funds and things of that nature through the DNR.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Community Amenities Grant Letter of Support Discussion.
So as you recall, Commissioner Tillotson just pointed out that Ms. Zisk was very much responsible for obtaining the grant for the musical equipment. That grant was under the community's amenities grants through MISTA, excuse me. Unfortunately, the subsequent rounds went away, and they're looking to bring them back because counties are requesting, they found them so valuable that they're requesting to bring them back. And so Ms. Zisk is going to speak a little bit about what she's experienced there.
Good morning. As we've seen, can you put the pictures back up on the musical instruments? Because this is great. First, I want to thank the commission for coming up with the idea. Ms. Ambrose was able to put together some instruments that were great, and Buildings and Grounds, you were great to work with. MISTA allotted funding, which they call My Neighborhood. And this was part of My Neighborhood 1.0. During the 1.0, they came with two sections. One was called a Community Amenities Grant. And this is what is funded through in this project. We were one of 11 communities that received this grant. When My Neighborhood 2.0 came out, they removed the community amenities from that. And with talking with MISTA on several occasions at conferences in many other communities, they want to bring that back in 3.0. So when the 3.0 comes out, they want to bring the community amenities portion because it has been very successful. And there is money allotted from the other part of the program that can be shifted over. On a meeting with MISTA the other day, they're requesting, if this is important in your community and has made an impact, is if you could shoot or write an email to me, pictures of support for the community. It doesn't have to be a formal letter. It can just be forwarded emails of support with your name that I can forward one large email of letter of supports. So we can bring back in 3.0, these community amenities grant back for communities. So we can have more parks with more instruments, and so can other communities to do that. The second part is we discussed that having a ribbon cutting at a meeting, or maybe they were talking of the picnic, but we have another portion that would be great to celebrate when it's completely done. And I would like to invite MISTA and mention it to MISTA to come out to do that, and they would love that. And that is another way of supporting the 3.0 Community Amenities Grant. So if we can try to coordinate that, so we can invite MISTA down and Lenawee County can get the acknowledgement for this great park. I have cards if no one doesn't have my email. Most people do here, but please spread that around to the community and just shoot me an email of a letter of support. Does anybody have any questions or comments on that?
Jim. And Terry.
Are you looking for letters, or are they looking for letter support from the commission as a whole or individuals?
Anyone, they stated. I did ask that if it had to be from the Board of Commissioners, and they stated they would love to see people in the community or anyone who supports it, as many as they could get, and it doesn't have to be from an elected official.
Okay, very,
And pictures would help greatly.
so probably it may well behoove us then to go to the township where the park is in. Ask those people to comply.
Jim.
And if you would be so kind to send us all some bullet points of what we should include, because
Absolutely.
we're not as familiar with the grant process as you are. We
Absolutely.
want to make sure we say the right thing, so.
Absolutely. I'll pull out some language that was in the community amenities grant process.
Right.
And
Thank you.
Yeah, we should address the letters that, the cards that you've got there.
You can address the letter to MISTA or to Francine and support. They were not specific. They're just looking for language for letter support that they want to report back, that they wanted to take the formality out of it, and they wanted to be supportive because they wanted to go back to the funding people inside of MISTA to say, we want to reallocate this money and look at, we have 3,000 letters of support.
So we need some of those cards.
Yes, absolutely. I'll pass those out as soon as anyone has any other questions. Thank you very much.
Jim.
To each commissioner and ask them for theirs and also, you know, make it available for their districts if anybody else would like to send them. I think, you know, we've done great work here with what we've been able to get through MISHDA, and I think we certainly want to support that wholeheartedly.
And initially, when the grant process went out, it was because it was a brand new process through the My Neighborhood. We submitted for many more than just one park, and we were allocated to only one at a time. And so we're a lot of communities because we meet monthly on this. And so it really wants to expand to appreciate, even if it doesn't benefit Lenawee County, it can benefit counties or communities that do not have anything.
Right. Perfect.
Okay,
Right
Chairman
behind you,
Gilligan.
Ralph.
Chairman,
yes,
it might be prudent for the Parks Commission as a whole to also author a letter of support, since it is the Parks Commission who implemented the grant that was received, and maybe have it signed by the chairman of the Parks Commission in addition to the individual letters that we're hoping commissioners would do, or townships. So I think that we could, Francine, we could probably draft something, correct? And then have Commissioner Tillotson sign it.
Excellent. I can do that.
you
If you're-
draft something, and in the meantime, I'll keep practicing my writing. Make sure that,
I'll send you a sample and you can correct me on mine, please, Commissioner. That would be great.
If you send him a sample, I think he'll sign it and send it back.
well, it's been a fair process, but it's, once you got it started, it came along really well. And, you know, all of us sitting here, and I'm gonna speak for the rest of them, but it's something that we would have a hard time doing. But everybody doing their own part, and you kind of looking over and saying, I can help you with that, really has been a great help. We really do appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I'm very excited for MISHDA to come and see this project, especially having it complete with the story walk. They're very excited to see it as well, and we will be highlighted through MISHDA in this project.
Dan,
I would mention to you that
You have to get closer to your mic there.
I was Mr. Gerber's attorney way back when, and he used to invite kids out to his place and give them wagon rides up the hill, and he was proud of his place, and he didn't want it disturbed. So Larry Gould and I mentioned to him that when he was done with it, he ought to leave it to the county for a park. And he said that would be great. And so this whole thing would please Mr. Gerber. And then his daughters, his two daughters, after he passed away, donated some additional land on the south side of the road on the east edge, where there are some giant oak trees. And they owned those, and they wanted to make sure that no one would ever cut those down, so they donated that to the park too. So this whole thing is in keeping with what Mr. Gerber and his family would have wanted.
Well, I think that's a great story you can share with MISHDA as well, because it'll have meaning with that name of Gerber Park. That's an excellent legacy.
Terry,
Yeah, I think, as Francine said, if there are members of the Gerber family left, maybe we can approach them to write a letter to MISHDA. You know, telling them how great.
I think they're all gone.
They're all gone?
The girls are deceased.
Okay. Would have been good.
There's nobody left.
Well, then you can tell that story to MISHDA. Yeah, I think that is a great story because it has much more meaning, especially moving on to get additional funding.
Jim,
The Gerber family may all be gone, but the trust officers for that trust could certainly write a letter and tell them how they support it.
it's, we need to discuss the picnic. Now.
Thank
how
you for
many
your
people-
time and opportunity.
How many people do you think is gonna be representative of Michigan? You know, are we looking at 10 more people? Are we looking at 20 more people? How many
Thank you.
people we're looking at?
I think we would be privileged if we have one person from Mishta. And I think they committed to that. Hopefully we get two, but at least one.
Okay. Shannon,
If we're able to complete the story walk, it would be wonderful to have some of the ISD and Great Start people there as well. So we might have maybe 3 more, including those people. Again, if we're able to complete the story walk in time.
so I presume maybe you guys want to have a picnic similar to the years past. And R&M Farms, Tillotson Farms would be glad to furnish the sweet corn, tomatoes. Whatever else we need, up to where we need to designate somebody to get the meat, hot dogs, hamburger, plates, that type of thing. Casey was always kind of there to do that. Casey's not here now. And probably she'll be camping somewhere when that time arrives, but we need to make a list taken care of. I talked to the fellows on the way up the elevator this morning that I meet them at a certain time so that whatever sweet corn they need, whatever tomatoes they need, all that kind of stuff. So we kind of need to,
Do you want the beer in a keg or in a can?
I don't drink, but you bring it in when you want. And it's all right, Dad. Yeah, it's all right.
Have you set a date for that yet? For the picnic?
So it's just our next
In August?
August meeting, right?
Okay. No, I didn't.
And it would be at Gerber Park. And you people haven't been there, get on Carroll Road and keep going till you find it. It's on both sides of the road. But it's a
It'll be August 18th.
very nice park.
Okay.
Last time we had 5 or 6 dogs. If we get any more dogs, we maybe ought to get a bag of dog food. Well, we'll be glad to furnish the sweet corn, the tomatoes. We probably can find some muskmelon, we probably can find some watermelon. Jen generally takes care of the watering.
Behind you.
Just keep raising my hand behind you, just to see if you can.
I'm sorry.
So based on the calendar, it looks like that's August 18th, if you're looking at your calendars. The question I have for the committee is if we are able to have the story walk completed, and if we are able to get a representative from Mishta as well as representatives from the story walk, do we want to go a little earlier than what we have done in the past? Because those individuals may be needing to swing in, do a ribbon cutting or something, and then move on home. I don't know if they'd be staying. So I don't know. I think typically maybe about 5 o'clock,
Generally,
6 o'clock. Yeah, so I don't know if you're interested in going a little earlier.
sure.
Sure.
does 5 o'clock work? I can start throwing out numbers and we'll see where we land.
Works for me.
I have a 3 o'clock, I have a 4 o'clock, I have a 5 o'clock.
Some of them guys that show up at 3 are gonna be kind of.
On that Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a 1 hour meeting?
Yeah, I would think that.
So probably 5. Okay,
Well,
it's a 2 hour, so until 4 o'clock? Okay, so doing a 5 o'clock meeting would probably work better for you, Commissioner Tillotson, and well, I don't know if you're gonna be at Bridging the Gap
Yeah.
at that May meeting, Commissioner Van Doren.
Oh, yeah.
it'd be a
Right.
2 hour meeting.
If we've got.
That's a three, that,
meetings,
it's 1 hour? 2 hours? Okay.
The 18th is 2 to 4, and I think you are filling in for Commissioner Martis on that
Okay.
date.
We really should start an hour. If you're gonna have a 5 o'clock meeting, that means you're gonna have the meeting at 5. We need to be showing up soon after 4 to get prepared.
Set up.
What do you think, Terry?
5 o'clock.
August 18th at 5.
As early as you can.
Yeah,
I have a question. So
Yes.
do we have the meeting at 11 or no, this
No.
is the meeting? Okay, I just want to clarify that. Okay,
well,
Have a meeting at the park.
got it.
this new overtime rule, we'd get caught paying more money. Jim,
I just have a question. The 2 hour Bridging the Gap meeting is it gonna take the whole 2 hours?
That's the date we have 4 presentations scheduled in 30-minute increments.
Yeah, it's too bad because I was gonna say the Mishta people, you're gonna be better off, you're gonna have a better chance of getting them here if it's earlier in the day. Cause, you know, they have a lot going and they get a lot of invitations and so, yeah.
So suggestion, maybe we pick a different day, we're picking a different time. Is it possible to pick a different day so we can maximize the number of people?
you like 4 better than 5?
Oh, I don't, it's okay with me. I'm just thinking of our best opportunity. I really like to get the Mishta people here. I mean, if there's any possibility, maybe we should just have Francine check with them and see
Because
if they could make it at 5 o'clock. It's not a problem. So,
But you're right, Jim, we've got something nice to show.
right.
I mean,
I know.
it's really, the pictures of them showing, so we should make sure they're there.
It could be a poster child for their program.
Yeah.
Correct. I can make contact today and let the commission know if.
Okay. We got time to try to figure it out.
We could do it in different, there's no reason why we can't do it a different day.
And there was no assumption that it was gonna be during the day. I believe I stated it was gonna be at night, and they said they would have someone there, so I can confirm that.
Any other discussion? Yes.
So do we
yes.
typically like bring a dish to pass or what have you guys done in the past? Or is that a dish to pass?
Yes.
We have kind of invited all the commissioners to this picnic. We've been
And staff.
a little more out. Come. Now, we've got commissioners that are up here that will be to that meeting or was last year. I'd like to see it just grow a little bit. And, you know, so we will invite them. And anybody else that, you know, yes,
Why don't we do it a different day and start it at 3 or 4?
I don't care.
So, I mean, so that way we can get everybody there and make a nice show of it.
The next day on the 19th, there's only a 10 to 11 meeting. That day is pretty open.
I have nothing in the afternoon. We have meetings on the 19th.
Is there a conflict in the date?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we gotta leave it up to Francine to check with the Mishta people. The key here is the Mishta people.
Yes,
So for clarification, you will be scheduling the next Parks Commission meeting for August 18th at 5 PM until or unless there is an issue with Mishta. Is that correct?
yep.
Okay,
That's what I hear. And then if there is, then maybe we can regroup.
we can regroup.
We'd like her to stress to them that they be there, and
Yes.
if it has to be a different day, probably we can manage that. You know, it's not the end of the world. If the timing is not right and they want an hour earlier, so be it.
Just for clarification, we had previously stated that we were going to talk about the Onstead Group's soccer proposal at the next meeting. Would we want to do that at that kind of setting, or would we want it to be at a more formal meeting type? Just something to think about.
Yes, it is. Jim,
So we don't have a Parks meeting that day. We just do it at that night?
we have in the past.
Okay, okay.
Doesn't mean you can't change the future.
I believe that last year, we actually had the Parks meeting at the
Oh.
normal time because we had something important on the agenda.
Right.
And then we had the cookout later without a meeting. But it's up to the commission.
So, Jim,
Well, I think we have to have a Parks meeting that day because this Onstead thing, I think we have to resolve.
If that's something you want to discuss at the picnic.
So we could have a Parks Commission meeting and then have the picnic later on, so.
Sounds better.
so we're gonna have a Parks meeting here, 11 o'clock. The 18th of August, somebody said.
Yep.
Then we're gonna go down there and have a picnic.
At 5.
Okay,
Perfect.
Good.
any other discussion? Public comment? Francine, you got anything more to say? You're sitting in that area. Well, if nobody else has got anything to offer, chairs entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.